Hi, this is Paul. I thought long and hard about making this video, but I'm going to make it because this is my channel and my opinion. So I'm gonna, uh, after seeing several videos, of course, the Me Too movement now is up and running, and it's a good thing. You know, women can find their voice and speak out against people, you know, that molested them, and men, women and men. So it's good. That's a good thing. But I did make a video on this channel a week ago or 2 weeks ago about is the Me Too movement is it a witch hunt? Basically, what I'm saying, where I basically said that I thought things should be like women and men finding their voice, but I don't think anybody should be judged without hearing all the facts. And I think in this country, it's very important that people are innocent until proven guilty. I mean, anybody can make an accusation, okay, but unless you have proof, I think that's it. It is an allegation. I think people should have the right to defend themselves, of course, and if they're guilty, let them be prosecuted. I think, especially if they assault somebody or rape them, I think they should be investigated by the police and arrested. If there's enough evidence, arrested and sentenced and judged. But for those just accused, I think that's just you get into a slippery slope where you basically it's going to turn into a witch hunt where you just accuse somebody and then they're guilty and ran out of Hollywood or whatever else like business they're in without the ability to defend themselves or to prove a negative. How are you going to prove something that if you didn't do it? If there's just the he say she say stuff, how can you defend yourself? But that brings me to the case of Woody Allen, which I really didn't want to have to do. But after watching, I watched the Young Turks, and they have a channel, a sister channel, I guess, on the Young Turks network, I guess, called Pop Trigger. And the other day, Woody Allen's adopted daughter, Dylan Farrell, basically said, she stated, now that the Me Too movement is out here, why is Woody Allen getting the pass? That she's basically repeating her claim that over 20 years ago, I think it was over 20 something years ago, that Woody Allen was accused of molesting, of his adopted daughter, Dylan Farrell, and she was wondering why he's getting a pass where Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey and those guys have been drummed out of Hollywood, literally. And my thing is, I've always felt this way after reading facts of the case and stuff, and even seeing more stuff. And there's just so much misinformation when you watch. I'll leave a link to the Pop Trigger video, and you can see. And the people are there's four people on this panel that they're talking about it, and they're so absolutely ridiculous with their misstatement of facts that it got to me. It said, how could you actually make a video when you're so misinformed, when you can easily Google it? And even one of the hosts, one of the female hosts, even talked about she didn't hear anything about it, but after doing research, she changed. It was obvious she perfectly didn't do research because she kept saying that Soon Yi was Woody Allen's adopted daughter. Woody Allen never adopted Soon Yi, who he married, and I agree that Soon Yi, him marrying it wasn't his adopted daughter, but even though Woody Allen never lived with Mia Farrow, they had apartments in Central Park on one end, and she lived on the other end of Central Park, and they never really lived together, even though they were dating. Okay, but they never really lived together. Okay, Woody Allen never adopted Soon Yi. Andrew Previn adopted Soon Yi. Okay, so Woody Allen never really adopted. And I do think it's a sketchy thing that he was actually taking pictures of Soon Yi, but he eventually married her, and they've been married for over 27 years, and they have adopted 2 kids. But that doesn't mean that he molested his daughter. And I do think, and this is my opinion of this, I do think Mia Farrow was pissed, and rightfully so, that Woody Allen was, messing around with her adopted daughter, and anybody would be pissed about that, and she wanted revenge, and I can't blame her for wanting revenge, but to accuse him of molesting his daughter, I do believe this case actually, like Alec Baldwin said, the case was investigated by 2 states, by Connecticut and New York. It wasn't like Woody Allen was accused and then nobody did anything. The case got actually investigated. Okay, and the authorities charged not to. They chose not to prosecute him. So in this country, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, and he was actually investigated. Unlike a lot of people that are just accused and nothing ever happens. Okay, he was actually investigated by 2 states. Okay, Dylan was interviewed by psychologists, and I think they even said that the lawyer, if you can Google it, Woody Allen's lawyer said it was investigated, and the psychologist interviewed Dylan 6 different times and her story kept changing 6 10 times. And now you can say, of course, she's a little kid, maybe she can keep her story straight, but it was actually investigated by experts, and they thought that there was no molestation there, and he didn't get charged. Okay, and I do feel for Dylan Farrow. I do feel, because I do believe Mia Farrow brainwashed her into believing that Woody Allen, he messed up the family, he screwed up the family, and he molested you. I believe Mia Farrow did it because she was pissed off at him, which I can't blame her for being pissed off. But to accuse somebody of molestation is a very serious charge. Okay, and that's just a bridge too far. Okay, to charge somebody with to accuse somebody of child molestation, and you read about they said usually pedophiles or child molesters, usually they have urges. Okay, and they don't just molest somebody once and then go on their merry way for the next 20 30 years and just lead a normal life. It's a sickness, and they have impulses to do that. So that's why I never believed that Woody Allen was a child molester. I think it was skeevy, taking nude pictures of Soon Yi and basically going out with her. But he married her, and she married him. Like I said, she was a consenting adult. She wasn't brainwashed, right? She married him of her own free will, and she's been married to him for over 20-something years. I think almost 25 years. So, and they've raised a family. So, but all these people actually, all these stars that are now renouncing Woody Allen, okay, just really please, okay, think about it, okay? If somebody accused, think about it. Ask these stars, if somebody accused you of something, okay, and you're innocent of it, would you disavow? Would you disavow? Would you rightfully so stick up for yourself? Would you disavow somebody else? I mean, what I mean is, if somebody accused you of something, okay, and somebody that somebody else accused you of something, and somebody that you work with, says, okay, I believe that person. Okay, I'm going to have nothing to do with you. Okay, and all these stars that say, oh, we're going to give up the money I should have never worked with. Okay, have some balls, okay, and stick up for yourself. You're not a judge, a jury, or an executioner. Okay, if you believe Dylan Farrow, good for you, but don't try to make it like okay, I believe her, so I'm giving him the money. That you're doing some noble thing. Okay, that's not a noble thing. That's pandering to the crowd. That's going with the flow and trying to be correct. Look, politically correct. Say, oh, okay, well, Woody Allen, he got accused. Okay, the case got investigated. Okay, and they didn't charge him. Okay, so as far as the law is concerned, he's innocent. Okay, and like I said, the public may think he's skeevy for that, and I think a little skeevy that he went out with Soon Yi, but Soon Yi is a consenting adult, okay, and she has her own free will, and she's been married. She married him, and she's been married to him for over 20-something years. So obviously she loves him, so she wouldn't be with him. Okay, so who am I to judge that? I think that's skeevy, but that's not illegal. Okay, what that part is not illegal. So that's why like I said, I'm not going to accuse Dylan Farrow of making up. I really think that Mia Farrow drilled it into her head, and now she truly believes it. She truly believes it happened, even though I don't think it happened. I think Mia Farrow drilled it into her head so much that now she actually believes it, and now and I think it's unfortunate. I think for her, because I think it's ruined her life, and honestly, I think Mia Farrow needs to take ownership of that. I think she did this to be bitter, and which she has the right to be mad at Woody Allen for doing what he did, but not to accuse him of child molestation. That's a bridge too far for me. And like I said, they had another son, Moses, that came out and basically said that his mother, Mia Farrow, and he's estranged from her, so I guess you have to take what he says with a grain of salt. Basically saying that Mia Farrow, she was brainwashing the kids to hate Woody Allen because she was mad. And like I said, she has a right to be mad, but not to try to, don't ever put your kids against their father, whether you hate the father or not. I think that's just a virtue, especially to accuse somebody of child molestation. That's about the lowest, thing that a person can be, a child molester, and to accuse somebody of that, and what do you defend? Like I said, Woody Allen, the case actually got investigated by 2 different states, New York and Connecticut, and they didn't charge him. So as far as I'm concerned, he's innocent, and he's supposed to be innocent to the world. And for all these, like I said, phony baloney actors are saying, "Oh, I should have never worked with Woody Allen. oh, I believe Dylan. Come on, shut up, okay? Spare me the trying to make a grand gesture, okay? Because it comes off as being so phony, okay? And exactly, come on, okay? And and I'm glad that Alec Baldwin, as much as sometimes he acts like an asshole, uh, he said it right. Okay, Willie Allen was investigated by 2 states. Okay, and he wasn't charged with anything, so he's proud of working with him. Okay, even though I'm not a great fan of Woody Allen's later films, I think the last one I saw of his was the Kate Blanchett one. I think that was the last one Woody Allen film that I saw. But I'm, I hate that I made this video, but I kept, seeing the videos on Pop Trigger about Woody Allen and this, the just the blatant ridiculousness that they kept, coming up with all these stupid, saying things as facts, like Woody Allen adopted, Soon Yi when he never did, and he never lived with her. Okay, he had his own place. Okay, so that's a lie. So they kept saying that he was, he adopted, Andrew Previn was the adopted, and then plus Mia Farrow with this stupid games of her saying that maybe Ronan is not Woody Allen's son, that maybe Frank Sinatra is. So come on, stop playing games. Okay, that's kids' lives, and you're playing. And see, it comes to me. She comes off as bitter. And that's my honest opinion about that. And you know, I just had, like I said, I'm not no great. Again, morally, I think he's, messing around with your partner, okay, because he was he's not living with her, but he was dating Mia Farrow at the time, and messing around with her daughter, I think is that's a pretty low thing, but it's not illegal, okay, and he married her, okay, and like I said, she has a mind of her own, and you've never heard any other accusation against Woody Allen since then. No, zero. How long ago that was? 20, 25 years ago, whatever it was. You never heard any allegation. And usually, like with these cases, especially with molestations and stuff and these sexual, you see other people come out of the woodwork, and you see nobody come out of the woodwork saying that Woody Allen molested all the other people that he worked with before the Dylan Farrow accusation and after. Okay, nobody ever accused him of sexual harassment, sexual molestation, okay, rape. Nobody's accused him of any of that. And yet some of these people want to condemn him, okay, and all these, like I said, these phony baloney actors and stuff, I think they're full of crap and saying, oh, I'm going to donate my money. I should have never worked with them. Oh, I believe. Shut up, okay? You just come off as being so phony baloney with it, okay? And it's really, and see, the thing is, Scarlett Johansson, she worked with, I think, Woody Allen on a couple of movies, and I think they asked her a couple of years back, and she said that, that don't put her in the position to defend Woody because she doesn't know, what's real. She wasn't there, so she can't judge. I'm just an actor, and I can't judge. And don't put me in a position to try to defend Woody Allen because I can't. I don't know if he was innocent or guilty, but you can't. Don't put me in a position to do that. And yet, she comes out against James Franco saying, "Give me back my, give me back my pen," okay, because of when because he's been accused of things. But yet, again, what I said before about the Me Too movement. How about innocent until proven guilty? Okay, if James Franco has been found guilty of something, okay, then you can don't condemn him before any because it's accusation. I know it's a couple of women, but okay, let this thing play out. And so don't publicly shame him, okay, without evidence, okay. Yeah, like I said before, it's a good thing that women and men come out and now you can hear their voices and stuff, but don't. Remember, this is still America, and you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. Okay, don't condemn anybody without evidence. Okay, that's my thing. Because, like I said, anybody can make an accusation. Okay, and you can destroy lives with it. Okay, and like I said, you never heard anybody, but like I said, before the Dylan Farrow thing, and I think and after, accuse Woody Allen of child molestation, rape, or sexual assault. Nobody. Okay, and that's again, it's my opinion. I don't believe he did it. I really don't. And I think it was his Mia Farrow was pissed off, and rightfully so, that he was screwing around with Soon Yi, and he left her for her, and he married her, and he's lived his life with her, and I think Mia Farrow was bitter. I think she was, and I think she did drill it into Dylan's head that your father molested you, okay, and that's why the only person I really feel sympathy for is Dylan Farrow, because I think her mother drilled that into her head, and now that she really truly believes it, and and it's a shame because I think it's destroyed her life. And you can just tell from you can see that she's not happy, and it's really, you know, I have sympathy for her for that, because I think her mother did a total disservice by doing that, by drilling that into her head. And now that she, you know, and let Woody Allen make his movies, okay? He's never been accused of that, except the one thing which he was found not guilty. Nobody, who was never charged with anything. Okay, he got investigated by 2 states, different states. Psychologists interviewed Dylan Farrow multiple times, and he's never been accused of anything. So that's just an allegation, and to try to blackball him or try to get him condemned or shunned, I think is not fair. Okay, and that's my honest opinion about that. Anyway, I'm sorry. I know this video lasted a long time, usually longer than my normal videos, about almost 16 minutes. But I wanted to get in all my points. And again, I'll leave a link to the Pop Trigger video about Woody Allen, and it's just, it just got me all kinds of mad because they were quoting so much misinformation in the video and acting so superior and saying basically Woody Allen, that Suni was Woody Allen's daughter. Okay, when she was adopted by Andrew Privens. She was Andrew Privens' adopted daughter. Woody Allen never adopted her. He never lived with Mia Farrow, even though he was dating her. They never lived together. Okay, and for them to keep spreading misinformation as fact is just absolutely ridiculous. That's why I lost all respect for those 4 hosts on that show. Again, I'll leave a link to it in the description box so you can check it out. But I just lost all respect for them for that, because that's just blatantly just passing out misinformation as fact when it was, you know, which is ridiculous. And you can easily Google it and look up the information yourself and find out exactly. Okay, again, he was never charged with anything. He was investigated by 2 different states. Okay, psychologists did interview Dylan Farrow about it, and they chose not to prosecute Woody Allen. So as far as I'm concerned, he's innocent. Okay, and you're supposed to be innocent until you're proven guilty in this country. Okay, and that's a fact. Okay, anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. I'll leave links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description box, as well as my main channel, Trey Pastor. And also, again, I'll leave a link to the Pop Trigger video that just pissed me off so much with the misinformation about the Dylan Farrow and the Woody Allen molestation case thing. Okay, so you can check it out for yourself and judge it. And this is Paul saying so long and take care.